Match game 74, production number 0254, take one. Get ready to match the star. Scoey Mitchlll, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Patti Deutsch, Richard Dawson, and Marcia Wallace as we play the star-studded big money match game 74. And now here's the star of match game 74, Gene Rayburn.
Hello there, thank you very much. How are you, ladies? Thank you, Johnny Olson. Thank you for joining us here today or any day, and we thank you for joining us because we couldn't do it without you. Isn't that funny? How are you? Good. What? What'd you say?
I was talking to Brett.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Get out! All right, you all ready?
Yeah.
All right, are you ready to greet the players over here?
Oh, no, I'm
Let's
not
say hello to
prepared to go
Carlotta
that
Nelson
far.
and Susan Warren. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How are you? Carlotta's won $4,150, and that's a lot of money. And are you happy about that?
Very.
You got plans for the money?
Yes.
What are you going to do with
Well, I'd like to decorate my new apartment.
it? Really? She's going to decorate her new apartment, Scoey.
Yes, but with whom?
So we
All
was
right.
taking a trip.
She's got plans for the money. She's not taking a trip, and she's being challenged by Susan Warren. We're in the middle of round one, right? Susan, you've had your question. You scored once, and your question for round one will come up in a moment or so. But first, we got this message of interest, if we ever get to it. This is it. All right, I'll push a button and reveal this question for Carlotta. Ready? Listen carefully. Everybody plays. Confucius say...
Another dialect.
You look forward to
Yes,
my little
yes.
acting jobs
Great
here.
anticipation.
That's because you don't do them every week, Patti.
Confucius say life is like...
Just a bowl of cherry.
No, life is not just a bowl of cherry. You listen to what Confucius say. I Confucius, you not Confucius. You confusing Confucius.
Anyway, not so much.
Yes. Confucius say life is like nest of giant bird full of blank. Confucius say life is like nest of giant bird full of brank.
Well, Frank, right.
A brank. Now you understand what Confucius say?
Yeah, a brank.
Okay. You write something for Confucius. You understand what Confucius say, Carlotta? No? You don't understand it?
Maybe
You want
it
a
was the way
one
you
tongue or
said
one
it.
chicken egg drop soup there? What do you want?
Scoey tried to
Confucius
steal
say
my
life
answer.
is like nest of giant bird full of blank. Don't say nothing yet until I say you say. Then when I say you say, you say. You finished, dummies over there?
No,
sitting
go
there?
ahead, say it again. 'Cause it's...
Say again? How many times you want Confucius say that? Confucius say, life is like nest of giant bird,
Right. Singular bird, right?
bird, full of brank.
Male or female?
Always two bird in one nest.
I don't...
Not in my life, honey.
Anytime, Charles.
Oh, Charles!
Charles, you're gonna make Confucius very unhappy, I think, with that answer. All right, Carlotta. Confucius say life is like nest of giant bird full of
Giant eggs.
giant eggs. All together. Let's hear the basses a little more there. Another tenors. Okay. Yeah. Scoey,
I do?
confused girls say giant eggs. What do you say?
I wanted to match her until I found out how she had planned to spend that money.
So now,
I said that my life is like a giant bird nest full of rotten eggs.
rotten eggs, giant eggs, there's a match. There's one for you. Okay. All right, Brett.
Well,
It's really the Jolly Green Rotten.
That's it. Yeah.
You know, I've grown old on this show. And my nest has been a little empty lately.
Oh.
So it's just full of bird doo-doo.
Charles.
Move over, bird doody.
The guano heap seems to be enlarging as we move along here. What say you, sweet innocent little girl? You don't make Confucius mad.
No, never.
No, what do you say
No,
here?
I just did the singular, bird do.
Oh,
You know, it sounds like a new hit for the Andrews sisters.
Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Now, pull it all together.
I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
Richard, it's your turn.
Yes, these childish words, doo-doo, are just silly. I said droppings.
Dear me. Well, Marcia, it's been an uplifting show so far, right?
So far, it's just been wonderful.
Are you going to drag it down?
No. I'm going to keep the level of good taste we've maintained this whole thing with doo-doo, which is what my mom called it.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, Carlotta, you've scored one match, and that ties the score. It's 1-1 at the end of round one. Round two will be along shortly after this message, so do come back. Okay? Excuse me. We've got round two coming up. 1-1 the score. Susan, would you make a selection?
I'll take B.
What's that?
B.
B is what she wants. Last time you matched Scoey, so Scoey, you do not write. You do not write. You don't have to leave the room. Just don't write because
No,
you matched
Brett.
her in the...
Never mind.
All right. You dropped something. Okay. Here we go.
Just my
Sheila
pen.
called the Missing Persons Bureau and said, I want to report my husband as a missing person. When last seen, he was trying to blank a gorilla. Sheila called the Missing Persons Bureau and said, I want to report my husband as a missing person. When last seen, he was trying to blank a gorilla.
I'm very glad I'm out of this one.
Yeah, you're lucky. It's a hardie. Susan is thinking about that while you're writing your answers.
I have friends in the audience.
That's nice.
That's debatable.
All right, how we doing?
Not very well.
Okay, everybody ready now. Susan. Sheila called the Missing Persons Bureau and said, I want to report my husband as a missing person. When last seen, he was trying to blank a gorilla. What do you put in that blank?
To kiss a gorilla.
He was trying to kiss a gorilla? You like that? Want to tell us the rest of the story? He kissed the gorilla, and the gorilla liked it and grabbed him and ran away with him, and that's why he's missing. Is that it? Okay. Kiss a gorilla, she says. Brett, what do you say?
Well, you know that all gorillas wear fur coats, right?
Yeah, right.
Strip.
The stripper gorilla. That's a good answer. Charles?
So this shouldn't be a total loss for that lovely girl. I put kiss.
Kiss a gorilla. There's the match, Mary Susan. Okay. How about when last seen he was trying to blank a gorilla?
No, he wasn't. He's trying to dress a gorilla.
Trying to dress a gorilla.
Not easily done.
No, and
That's why he
never
was
heard
trying to
from
get the
again.
fur coat off.
That's right. Richard?
Brett has a new fur coat.
She does.
I said, what'd you have to do for it? She said, just shorten the sleeves a little. I said, hug a gorilla.
Hug a gorilla.
Al huggo.
No kiss there. Marcia?
Well, gosh and golly. I felt that it had gone past the kissing and hugging stage, and they were
heavens.
going to date and perhaps pick out furniture.
Really? Okay, the two of them, huh? Okay, so that was one for you, and now you need one to tie and two to win, Carlotta. The Godfather said.
Another imitation.
Italian.
I know you're thrilling it.
God, help
Won't
us
you be
all.
surprised? After I read it straight,
Yeah,
wouldn't you be
yeah,
surprised?
yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna read it
Godfather
straight.
said-
Godfather said.
Life is just ball of cherries.
No, that's not the Godfather. He said.
I double
mixed
dog
up.
dare you.
Once I do that, he cannot get the accent. Auntie
Remember-
Officer. You dirty rats. Good day.
No. Remember? No.
This could be the end of a great
No,
career.
not quite, everybody. This is a serious show there.
Antepasta.
Remember my motto.
Oh, that's the Jolly Green Giant.
Always leave them blanking. No, the Godfather says, remember my motto. Always leave them blanking. That's what the Godfather said.
Do I play?
No, you don't play
You
because...
remove your card, they'll tell you. It'll either say don't write or it won't say
Leave
anything.
him alone. I'll run the show. And
fine.
you keep your mouth shut, or I'm going to have you taken care
Oh, I
of.
go crazy when you act like an Italian.
Okay, Carlotta. The Godfather said, remember my motto. Always leave them blanking.
Swinging.
Swinging. You got a lot of ohs there from the audience. I don't know what that means. Swinging is their answer. And there's some logic to it, but let's see if it matches. Brett?
Oh, crikey. I said, always leave them dead, which I guess is like swinging if you have...
No. It could be dead, but it's the modus
Always leave them
operandi.
laughing. I said always leave them bleeding.
Always leave them bleeding. Apparently the audience likes the bleeding answer, Carlotta. Now, let's see what this lady has who loves my acting so.
Yes, yes.
She's never going to appear on the show again.
Never. No, I said always leave them bleeding.
Bleeding. I guess the audience seems to think that is the answer.
I'm too small.
That's right. You need one to tie, Carlotta, and you got two celebrities to go here.
Well, as the Godfather once said, always leave them bleeding.
Okay, you've got to match Marcia to stay in the game, and your answer is swinging, and now we show Marcia's answer.
Well, dying.
Dying. So, Susan Warren is the winner. Congratulations. There's $100 for you, and we'll see how it turns out in a moment or so. Well, Carlotta, you're going to leave here a pretty rich lady. And it's going to be an amount of $4,150. We congratulate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank all of you.
Enjoyed meeting you. Goodbye, Carlotta. There goes Carlotta.
She was sort of like a regular on the show, wasn't
She was a regular on the show. She's been on more than you have, Scoey.
She got more right too.
Listen, are you ready?
Getting more, too.
Susan Warren here is going to have a go at over $5,000, and this is the way it happened, Susan. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Blank Henry. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, it's $250 for you, and if you match the third, it's $100. Which celebrities would you like to get a little help from?
Richard.
Oh, Henry. Okay.
Charles.
Charles, what do you say?
King Henry.
King Henry. Okay, you have two now.
That's
Brett.
the court.
And Brett.
You don't have to explain. We all know who King Henry was. Well, there's only one left, I guess. Do you have anything in mind, honey?
Hurry up, I have a date.
The only thing I can think of is that cute Buck Henry.
Buck Henry.
But I
Well-known
didn't
writer,
have to be met
actor.
with total silence from
Okay. So you've got Buck Henry, King Henry, and O. Henry. You may choose one of those or give us one of your own. What would you like to do?
I'll say, oh, Henry.
You say O. Henry? Okay. That's the one that Richard gave you. Let's find out if it's up there. And if it is there, where?
Henry.
First,
Very good.
may we see the $100 response? Patrick Henry.
Who in heaven's name is Patrick Henry?
I haven't got time to tell you now. Here come the lions. Let's press on here. And we're looking for O. Henry.
Nathan Hale.
Here is the $250 response. John Henry. Marvelous song. John Henry was a steel-driving man. All right, looking for O. Henry, third and last chance for Richard Dawson's answer, and let's see if it matches. Here we go with the $500 response. O. Henry it is! Congratulations! Yay! You're welcome. Okay. Well, Susan, you got the $500. Now you play for 10 times that amount or $5,000, and you've got to match one celebrity to collect that amount. Which one will it be?
Richard.
Okay, Richard. Now, you'll face me, Susan. I'll get the $5,000 question.
Very rowdy.
If you would please, sir, write your answer to this. Wise blank. That's W-I-S-E blank. Something's going on up there that doesn't concern us. Now, don't distract Richard. He's trying to think of an answer.
Richard, I was just writing down what I would say.
Now he's finished. And Susan, we call on you for an answer to match Richard. What do you put in that blank? Wise?
Owl.
Wise owl. The audience says, I don't know. Let's see if you do match Richard. Richard, for $5,000, may we see your response?
I first wrote wise men.
Wise men. And you threw that away, did you?
I did. I should have thrown this away, too, because I didn't know she was coming up with wise owl. I said wise guy.
Wise guy. Good answer.
I'm sorry.
Wise guy is good. Wise men was good. Wise man was good. Wise owl. There are some good possibilities there. Well, listen, Susan, you've got the $600, and you're going to play another game in a moment or so after we do a little business with America. Here you go, America. Now, we're ready to start another game if you're pulled all together here. And to do that, we're very pleased to present a new lady. Here is Barbara Jenkins. How are you, Barbara? Let's find out a little bit about Barbara Jenkins, shall we?
Well, I'm single and a liberated lady. And I'm originally from Oklahoma. In fact, my dad flew out from Tulsa to see me tonight.
Your dad's here?
Yeah.
How can you be liberated if your dad's here?
Well, he came out to give me a little moral support.
Oh,
you know.
good. All right. And you're from Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Originally.
And you live here now?
Yes. I've lived here for almost 7 years, and I am a flight attendant with the major airlines, and I've been flying for 7.5 years.
Nice to have you with us, Barbara.
Thank you.
Good luck
Good
to
to
you.
be here.
Good luck to you. And I'll push a button, and we'll begin. Would you make a selection?
B.
B is what you want, and B is what you get. Here we go.
She's liberated. I was wondering if she, maybe she's taken some prisoners. I'd like to give myself up.
You are a sly rascal there.
Well, she's certainly better than a kick in the head.
Here we go. During her circus act, Wanda the fire breather breathed in when she should have breathed out. Now she has barbecued blanks. Did you understand that? I'm sorry. I had my back to you, Barbara. I'll do it again for you. During her circus act, Wanda the fire breather breathed in when she should have breathed out. Now she has barbecued blanks. Okay?
I'm finished. Why are you killing some time?
I just want to see what you're doing here. Wrong.
You mean wrong? Who taught you how to roll down the steps?
Only kidding.
He rolled down the steps last week and hurt his ribs. Who taught you that?
You did.
Then ask her if she's taken any prisoners.
You'll have to ask her yourself. Speak for yourself, John.
All right, I'll just drop her a note.
Now,
Dear
hold everything. We're getting a response from Barbara. During her circus act, Wanda the fire breather breathed in when she should have breathed out. Now she has barbecued blanks.
Tonsils.
Tonsils. Okay. She says, have barbecued tonsils. Scoey, what do you say?
Well, I'm sure had Carlotta been here, we'd have matched. I guess it's just another one of those cultural gaps. I said barbecue ribs.
Barbecue ribs. Okay. So much for the soul food.
She was a non-smoker.
Yeah.
Now, you know that if I breathed in, it would go, be stuck right here. But I thought she didn't smoke, so I thought she had barbecued buzzies. Down to her chest.
Really?
What do you think of that?
I don't know. I'm just being quiet and going to pass right on quickly over to Charles.
I would have been better off with ribs.
Yes. What do you say, Charles? Tonsils is the answer she's looking for.
I'm sorry, I said lungs.
Lungs. Okay, so far, no barbecued tonsils, I'm sorry to say. What do you say?
Side order of barbecued lungs.
Lungs.
To go.
Yeah. Ribs. I like Scoey's answer better than that. At least there's a touch of humor there.
Now we come to the part of the show where we'll have an instant replay. Come here a second.
Yes?
I finished my answer and asked to be taken prisoner by this lady.
As I said, speak for
Huckleberry
yourself.
Dillinger looked
Says,
at my
come over here,
card and
says,
said,
wrong.
now ask her if I can be her prisoner. Counsel!
Okay.
You know, you two guys should go to Vegas. They really should.
And take a room.
That's a great idea.
Okay, Marcia, what do you say?
Well, one of my favorite dishes, barbecued feet.
Barbecued feet. I mean, she really took a deep breath now, didn't she? Joe, could she breathe? What a lung capacity she had. All right. Now we put that away, and we'll come to you in a moment or so, but first we've got to come to you, dear friend, and here it is. All right, Gene Rayburn here for Match Game 74, thanking all of our celebrated folk and asking you to join us next time for another session of this dazzlingly witty, marvelous program.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 74, a Mark Goodson, Bill Trotman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of the CBS stations.